She's 96 years old, she's bedridden and she's been told to leave Australia. British woman Gladys Jefferson has been refused a visa to live out her days with her only surviving family in northern Tasmania. The Immigration Department says the great-grandmother would be a burden on the welfare system.
It's everyone's wish to be surrounded by family in their final years, but 96-year-old Gladys Jefferson is facing deportation back to the United Kingdom.
And we're not asking for money from the government, we just want her to be legal.
The great-grandmother was living on the Isle of Wight when her health and memory started to fail. She asked her only surviving family in Australia to look after her. They brought her to White Hills in northern Tasmania on a 12-month tourist visa and immediately applied for a contributory parent visa. That was refused last week.
And the bottom line is she doesn't fit the health requirements and she would be a drain on the Australian pocket.
The family argues Mrs Jefferson's substantial savings and ongoing pension from the British government means she can support herself.
Things, have not really been assessed properly. I've really got quite frustrated, quite angry almost that, it's got to this stage.
They've applied for a 12-month medical treatment visa as a stopgap and have written to the Immigration Minister and the Prime Minister pleading for them to intervene. The Griggs are worried they'll have to close their business and leave their own children to care for Mrs Jefferson in the UK.
Why wreck something like that? Why wreck one person's life or a family's life just through bureaucracy?
The Minister, Chris Bowen, says it's been long-standing policy that medical conditions are considered as part of visa applications. He says the department is working with the family on pathways for Mrs Jefferson to remain in Australia. Jessica Kidd, ABC News.